Welcome to the Nucleus Redundancy tutorial. This video will describe how the Nucleus system components can be configured in pairs for hot standby failover. We'll focus first on the communication servers. Let's open the Communications Builder as we begin the tutorial. As you can see, the Nucleus system can have up to 4 integrated communication server applications. If configured as individual servers, then 40 different device connections can be used. However, the developer also has the ability to set these 4 servers up as 2 redundant pairs, and the method for doing this could not be easier. Let's select the first server named CS01 and then select Edit Selected COM Links button. Under the server settings properties, we see the server name and the primary server name are both CS01. So remember this as we proceed. Now close the window and select the second server named CS02 and then open the links window. Here we see the server name is CS02, but the primary server name is CS01. This simple change makes CS02 a secondary to CS01. No links need to be defined in CS02 because the server application will use the same links defined in the primary CS01. It's that easy. To create a second redundant pair, CS03 would have the primary as CS03, and CS04 would have the primary as CS03. Again, the links would only have to be defined in the primary CS03. No setup is required for the logic server or the data flow server. LSO1 and DFO1 will always be the primary, and LSO2 and DFO2 will always be the secondary. In all cases, the secondary server applications automatically take over when the primary server applications are not running. To expand on this redundancy discussion, 2 server applications of the same type cannot run on the same computer. Therefore, if you need redundancy, you will need a separate primary and secondary server computer. Distribute CS01, LSO1, and DFO1 onto the primary server, and distribute CS02, LSO2, and DFO2 onto the secondary server. Our next tutorial on system distribution will show how this is done. Because of these requirements, we cannot simulate server redundancy on a single computer. So in the following demonstration, we will run our secondary server applications on another computer as runtime installations, and we will run our primary servers on this development system. By viewing the system status window on the HMI station, we will be able to view the status of each of these server applications as we start them and shut them down. So watch the presentation as we start the HMI station, the logic server, and the communication server on our development system. The second part of a fully redundant system is providing a method for the control system to switch to a second standby database. It is extremely rare for the Postgres database to experience issues that would disable a control system. It is more likely the computer or server that the database is running on would experience a problem that could affect the database connection. In such an instance, the database redundancy plan is wise. The Nucleus system provides database redundancy as a cold standby option. The distribution installs an application on workstations and servers called the switcher that allows workstations to connect to both a primary and standby server database. Essentially, the solution is to install Postgres on both the primary and secondary servers, and then use the switcher application to directly connect the HMI station and server applications to the proper IP address of the secondary server. While instantaneous database failover is not a current option of the Nucleus product, the switchover application provides a redundant failover method in the event of a server computer failure. And it also provides a viable solution for advanced scheduled maintenance of the primary server. Be sure to watch the tutorial on Nucleus databases to sync up the primary and secondary databases prior to switchover. And the Postgres database does have a replication option. You can research the Postgres website for this solution. For more information on the switcher application, please consult the Help Center documentation for redundancy. This concludes the tutorial on system redundancy. Be sure to watch our next video on the automated methods used to distribute your control systems onto the facility network.